Hey everybody, hey icons. What's going on? Today, today, 35 years ago, my oldest son was born. Today's his birthday. His name is Kyle. Happy birthday, Kyle! 2 weeks ago, my son Carl was born. His birthday was on the 12th, and Kyle's is today. Carl turned 31, Kyle turned 35. But let me tell you, got I got to thinking, I got to thinking about 35 years ago. 35 years ago, 20 years old, having my first child. The state of mind that I was in, yes, I had a good job, but I wasn't really in my right mind. Number one is being a father at 20, I had to learn to be a father. And I must say, I think I am a good father, or was a good father, I am a good father. You know, I raised three wonderful children. Even with all my drama, with all my dilemmas, with all my craziness, I thank God that I am still here. I thank God that I was able to move a mountain out of my life. When my son Kyle was born, I didn't even go into the delivery room. I only went to the delivery room for my third child. But for my first child, I didn't go in the delivery room. I don't know. I just said, hey, Lisa, I'll see you when you come out. You know, she came out, whatever. She had the baby. And I remember leaving that hospital and I went to go celebrate. You know what my celebration was back then? My state of mind was just crazy. Number one is I was a drug dealer. I was working, but still I was a drug dealer. I went to the drug house where I sold and where I got high at. I was giving out bags of 20s like they were like cigars in the house. Yes, congratulations me, congratulations, I just had a child, whatever. Back then I had a $200 to $300 coke habit that I thank God that I overcame. I overcame addiction that I had. I don't even count the years how long I had the addiction because I don't even like to think about, you know, some people be in recovery and they be like, I'm 20 years clean, I'm 30 years clean. I don't even think how long I've been clean. I know I'm clean. I know I'm clean from drugs. I know I'm clean from cocaine today. I know I am clean. I could step in a room with $1 million worth of cocaine and I would not even think about sniffing it. It doesn't even faze me or nothing. God has delivered that out of my spirit, out of my system. But that was a life that I had that was, I can't even, it's so hard to explain the stuff I went through when I was on drugs, you know. And like I said, some people have the capacity, that things that they handle, but I thank God that I was able to handle that throughout all those years. Throughout all those years. I'm just trying to think about, it's just too many situations. That's a lot of stuff I would have to write in a book. I can't even say now, but I'd rather write it in the book. But if I can overcome addiction, a $200, $300 a day habit, I made sure every time when I left that house, even going to work, I had cocaine in my pocket. I always had cocaine in my pocket. How you have a dollar bill, how you had your wallet, Carlton had cocaine in his pocket. And I went to work every day high. I was at work getting high. I come home and I get high. I was just high all the damn time. And I've been to rehab. I've been to rehab twice in my life. Got out, clean for a little bit, stopped for a little bit, back on it. But what really, really got me away from cocaine, it wasn't the NA rooms. It helped, but it didn't deliver me. The rehabs, it was an experience, but it didn't deliver me. What delivered me was being sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's how you have to overcome a lot of things in your life. You just got to stand there, say, I am sick and tired of this. I can remember times when I was sitting there smoking that crack, and I said, every time I would put it up to my mouth, I would say, God, you're going to release me from this. One day, God, I will stop doing this. God, you release me from this. And oh, I just thank the universe for blessing me. I thank God for blessing me. I'm still alive. I can remember the times when I drove myself to the hospital. My heart was beating. I could see my heart beating. I was so skinny. Yes, I was one of those drug addicts. Yeah, Carlton's thin. He's always been thin. But I wasn't never on the corner, thank God. I was an in-house crackhead, I guess you want to say. You know, I'd be out at night, but you would never catch me out at daytime unless my baseball cap be right down here and you couldn't even see my face. I was hiding under a mask. I wasn't the real person who I was meant to be. But I'm so grateful. I don't regret it. I'm glad I went through it because I would not be here wouldn't be here standing here to tell you my story to help someone that's out there going through addiction. It could be addiction of food, it could be addiction of coke, it could be addiction of pills, it could be addiction of alcohol. You can overcome it when you stand and say, I am sick and tired of this. Now, what helped me too is when you have something of your own, I don't even say something of your own. I don't want to even say something on my own. No, I don't. I can't even pinpoint what really made me stop. But I know I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired of doing this. Then after a while, I became my best customer. So after a while, I wasn't selling the cocaine. I was being more of a user of the cocaine. So then I started using, then I started kept using. And, sometimes I think about, like it's cold outside. It's cold outside today. And I'd be like, oh my God, it's so cold out here. But I remember I would walk 5-10 blocks to go get some cocaine. Or I remember walking in the snow one time, blizzard, calling the guy, coming to his house. I'm going to walk there. You crazy. I'm going to walk there just to get some coke. The things that I did, the things how I could have been robbed, the things I did that I could have been dead. But with the grace of God, he saved me from that. He took that out. He took that taste out of my mouth. I guess it was maybe just like that. I can't even remember the date, the month, the year. I just know I ain't on that shit. Excuse my French. I just know. And that's why I don't look down on nobody, because when I see somebody that's out there in the street, like a young man, I was just talking to him. I saw him in the mall and he was stealing stuff. And I was like, why are you doing this? I seen you cleaned up before. You know my story, bro. You can do this. Anybody out there can do it. You just have to have something that keeps you busy and not to think about the drug. Don't even want it. You have to something else that's fulfilling you. And the reason why I think too I got on drugs is it was my crutch. Drugs was my crutch because I wasn't out. Because I was doing the drugs before I had my kids. I wasn't just maybe, let me think back. Was I smoking it? I maybe tried it, smoking it, but I got worse later on. But the thing is, I got so lost. I got so lost, y'all. But the reason why I got on it was because it was my crutch. Some people realize sometimes you have that crutch. I don't know, was I afraid to come out? I guess I was afraid to be who I really was meant to be. And I hid it. I hid a lot of stuff doing the cocaine, because when I would do the cocaine, I felt important. I felt free. Everybody wanted to, not everybody. I was very selective who I sold to. I was very selective what I did with it, how I was selling it. Um, and I just, I'm just so glad that I'm delivered from it. And just to let you know, you too can be delivered from that. You can get it out your spirit, but you got to have the mindset to say, I can overcome negativity. That's a negative thing in your life. Because you might think, oh, I'm the bomb. Oh, I can go to work. I can still snort my cocaine and go to work. You're ruining your insides. You're ruining your brain cells. You're not even really thinking right. You think you're thinking right, but you ain't really thinking right. I thank God that I never really had to do, that was the blessing of God, that I never had to do no jail time, you know. Um, I maybe was there overnight, but that's a whole different story that has nothing to do with on the street. That has something to do when I was working. And that's something that would be in the book because that's a good part of my life. That was something. I was working on Wall Street. I had customers on Wall Street buying from me all the time. So I really didn't wasn't a street dealer. Very less. People might call and I meet them or something like that, but I really was very careful where I went to meet people and things, and I was very selective. But just to get back onto you too can overcome a cocaine addiction. You can overcome a lot of different addictions. I'm telling you. I am proven example that it can be done. You know, I wouldn't be standing here able to tell this story to you if it wasn't for my God. My God is amazing God. All the stuff all the mountains that He has moved, that He has helped me moved. Because a part of you, God doesn't move the whole mountain. He just guides you so you can move the whole mountain, to show you how powerful you are with what you can do. You can do those things of stop getting high, stop drinking, stop doing certain things that you just want to stop in your life. And I was, you know, this is going off from the drug thing, but I don't know, this hit me today, and then I was saying how, I was deleting people and stuff like that. These certain people, they're not mean to me, they never said nothing negative to me, but even in a room, it's good. I want to say, it's not saying it's good to be around negative people, but it's good to experience negative people so you know what you can handle, your capacity. Because just like a mother of a church, she can sit in a room with a bunch of alcoholics, but believe me, she's sitting there praying. She's sitting there praying. She just sitting there praying. She ain't paying no, she ain't got to drink nothing. She's sitting there praying for everybody. And I'm the same way. I could sit in a room full of cocaine and the cocaine heads, or I could sit in a room with negative people, and I can tune them out. I can tune them out. Or I hear something, I just say, content to talk about. When I hear them talking all that negative stuff. Or sometimes I'll go over and it's just, I'll say something. Sometimes I have to say something, and I'm going to give this last story and then I must move on. But I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I wish I could see this man again, because I would definitely say something to him. I was on the PATH train one day in the morning. It was a homeless man. Yes, he had a smell on him. Yes, I don't know if he was mentally ill. He could have been mentally ill. He was sleeping. The conductor comes to the door. He kicks the chair. Get up, get up, get up. He's kicking the chair. Get up, get up. I said, oh my God, I don't believe he's just kicking the chair like this to this man. Now, mind you, he says, excuse me, to the people that were next to me. And I hate to give that. Now, he was Latino. He says, excuse me, to the Caucasian people. Full of train, every race, and said, he should have been saying, excuse me, to everyone. But he didn't. And I'm sitting right there going on. I said, oh my God, I need to say something. But I don't know why, God. I don't even know why my mouth stays shut. Stuff like that I usually always say. And I was going to say, like, especially when he said, oh, you stink, you stink. Why do you stink like that? And I want to say, well, you stink too. You would stink too if you don't have a house, if you don't have a water, if you don't have a roof over your head. You was stinking this morning before you went to that shower, before you brush your teeth. You was stinking. I wanted to say that so bad. This is what's running through my head, but I don't know. Some said Carlton. Maybe it wasn't just the right time, but it feels like if I see him again, I gotta say something because I'm on the train sometimes, so I gotta say something. But I can't believe how people treat other people. He could have said it in a nicer way. Next stop, sir, you're gonna have to get off, or you're gonna have to move on to when the train stops, you have to get off the train. But I couldn't believe how this man was acting. He was acting so cocky, so like a bully. Oh, God. That just gets me so ticked off. Oh, it gets me so ticked off because I'm mad at myself more or less because I didn't say something. I needed to say something to help that man because how that conductor was saying all those bad words. He was saying a lot more than that. He wasn't cursing him out, but he made him feel this low. You don't know what that man going through, and that man might be smarter than you. He probably gonna drive this goddamn train. So, I don't belittle no one. I look down on no one because that could be me. We all 2 steps away from being homeless. And just to let you know, if your name ain't on the leash, you're homeless. You're homeless. You're homeless. So just to let you know, you're homeless. So that was just something to say. But I just can't believe people act like that towards people and belittle them like that. I don't look at people. I don't say, oh, they're poor, I can't be with them. No, you have your select people you're going to be around, but you can encourage those people. You can encourage. Never, 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 never look down on no one. Okay, y'all? So I got to move on. I know that was a lot I said, this and that and this and that, but I praise God that I'm still alive. My son turned 35 today. My other son turned 31 2 weeks ago. And I just want to say happy birthday to my boys. And I got one more. His birthday's in May. And I'm still here to celebrate with them, their birthdays. Because I could be dead. And you can too. But if you get up every morning and say, I can overcome negativity, I am an icon. And I'm telling you, I say it every morning. I can. I can stop. I can do this. I can be who I want to be. I can grow. I can stop saying certain things to my children. I can stop being around certain people that I don't need to be around. I can. I can is a powerful thing to say. So, take care, y'all. Stay blessed and be an icon.